Well, it could be something that, like, the baby being hauled off in that situation is definitely going to know something is wrong. Okay, so that's going to probably start the ability for the sort of like the mental realm investigation or something. So that may be something that they normally can overcome depending on what this is normal for the baby, right? But me seeing the baby like that is definitively not normal. So um, the change in whatever's happening up there may have something to do with actually like some kind of knowledge that there's like potentially a child kidnapped, and it makes perfect sense to me because where I think they're starting at a gape down there. Okay, so a gape is on 53rd and Stark ish, right? Okay, but then like a block over is another little preschool, and part of it ends up being up on a hill. So there's definitely sort of a subground enough to get to swap. That's what I think is that they're swapping a baby, a Christian, potentially a Christian baby, if they're really a Christian, a gay Bible church, okay? But that's what I think is that they might just be kidnapping the Christian babies out, replacing it with like an evil baby. Because I think they might just want to cherry pick a baby, like, hey, we got a strong one, or like a healthy one, like, I would have very healthy stock babies, right? So it may be something like that. It may be demonic, torture Christ baby, but that's what I think is happening, is that they swap the baby out. But then I don't necessarily understand why it's such a big hubbub. Well, there's a lot of scenarios going on because like I can see how if they like take out somebody and they get hauled off into an ambulance and are in a coma for a month, and nobody might have any idea who they are, that they had a baby, depending on who intercepts the call and provides like a hospital information, you know what I mean? So I can see a lot of ways where they're evading even that first crucial 72 hours or whatever. It's because nobody will understand that there's a freaking baby missing in those situations. But in the situations where they're just swapping out babies, I don't necessarily understand why it would turn into this such of a big hubbub here. So at the moment, I don't know necessarily which one it is, because there's definitely an imperiled baby, okay, but whether or not the world notices this baby's missing is, I have no idea. So that's probably why they think that they're always combating, the mind hell, because they don't think anybody notices the baby's like gone. But I'm telling you, on God's side, that baby never forgets that it's tortured to death. Okay, you might be able to like bring me back to life and like erase my memory, and then I never remembered that I was tortured to death. But like I do remember that I was tortured to death, and I'm pretty sure you're not erasing the baby's minds when you torture them to death. So they're not